What's up, YouTube? Drew here. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite inshore lures for saltwater fishing during the wintertime. This is going to cover everything from sheepshead, grouper, snapper, redfish, trout, pretty much everything that's inshore. I think I have it covered here with the baits that I really like. The first bait I'm going to talk about is the Westin Koko crab. This is going to work really well on the sheepshead and red drum. I've even had a couple of black drum pick this up, and these come in multiple different colors here. You guys can match the hatch to what's going on, and you can catch fish on these little crabs right here. This is the Westin Koko crab. It's going to be good for the sheepshead, red drum, black drum. That's about all I've caught on it. Every once in a while you'll catch a pinfish or a little snapper, but most of the time the sheepshead, they're going to be going after these. My next bait that I really like during the wintertime, I'm going to use this during clear water, is the simple DOA shrimp. It's weighted here in the bottom. It's got the hook coming out the top, so if you're bouncing this through the sand, it'll work really well. You will get some weeds caught up on this, but you want to work it really slow, and that's the key during the winter time. These fish, they don't want to spend a lot of time and energy moving around, so they want something that's just barely coming through the screen, something just like that, and they're gonna think that that's an easy meal. We've got that in the clear, I like that for clear water. And then we've got the actual glow, which I like for dirty or stained water. This is gonna catch you literally everything that eats a shrimp. You're gonna catch jacks, you're gonna catch snook, redfish, flounder. Occasionally a sheepshead will pick this up. I've had one or two black drum hit these during the winter time, but these are going to be deadly. They just have to be worked very slow. Like I said, these fish don't want to spend a lot of energy chasing around a bait. You just have to bring these things really slowly across the bottom. I found that I catch actually a lot of flounder, a ton of flounder in my area with these two baits right here. The third bait that I want to talk to you about is one that really works all year round, but I really like it during the wintertime. It is the DOA Terrorize. And this, I like to basically bounce it underneath the bridges, just give it a couple of pulls, bring it in, give it a couple more pulls, but keep this thing on the bottom. The snook really seem to like this during the wintertime, but they also love it during the summertime. It's a very small presentation, which is what you're going to want during the wintertime. You need something small, something that they're used to consuming. This, I'm not real sure what it's supposed to mimic, but I know that it gets the job done on the snook during the wintertime. If you want to get on a snook, put one of these on, pop it underneath the bridge at nighttime or early in the morning when the sun comes up. You'll probably hook up into something. This fourth bait here that I really like, it's the Reaction Strike XRM 80, and basically this is a 3.2 inch, it's a 3.5 inch, 3.2 inch bait, 3.2 inches, 0.65 ounces, and it dives anywhere from 2 to 4 feet. This is going to be really good on the flats during high tide. You'll be able to get that in there, and you can just slowly crank it. Remember, this is the winter time. These fish do not want to spend a lot of energy, so slowly crank it. That's the XRM 80, and this is more of a clear water presentation, more of a natural color, something that they would see. So I would use this during clear water time. And then my other favorite during some a little bit more murky water is something that's going to reflect a little bit more light, like this dying jerk here. This dying jerk is 4.75 inches at 1/2 ounce, and it has the treble hooks on the bottom, and so does the XRM 80. But this guy is going to dive just a little bit deeper than this guy. This guy's 3 to 6 feet. This dude's 2 to 4 feet. But this works really well on the flats. Throw it up underneath a pier, bring it back, throw it up on a mangrove line, and bring it back. This will really, really work for you. And that's the XRM Reaction Strike 80 and the dying jerk here. It has a pivot joint in it, so it really, really looks like a dying fish. I've actually caught bass on this too in the freshwater. And my final one, it's a little bit bigger of a presentation, but this is the live target suspended swimming sardine. And this thing, I'm really only gonna use it if that water warms up a little bit. On the big snook underneath the bridges, you know, during the daytime or right at evening. You can also add a treble hook here to this bait that will make it a little bit more user-friendly as far as hooking the fish go if you're in an area that doesn't have a lot of grass and stuff you can get hung up on. If it does, just keep it exactly like this with the one hook out here and just slowly retrieve it. You'll catch a snook, and I've caught big trout on this type of lure right here. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build this thing here. I'll be getting some on the water videos and stuff like that. I've just haven't had enough time to really get out there and do my video editing and stuff like that. But subscribe to the channel. I'll be putting up stuff every week, maybe 2 or 3 videos. If you like, give a thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe. You guys have a great day. Take care.